still talking about Malcolm-Jamal Warner's wife suing his mama for the money. A lot of people are saying, this is supposed to be a marriage. Why he got to pay you on your anniversary? Why he got to pay you $5,000 a year? I just want you to know it's because you're broke and you don't have any money and you don't date guys where you could possibly do prenups. And so, check your dollar signs before you, because this is normal. This is why I don't have a problem with prenups. Because a prenup is a contract. Do you know what a contract is? A contract is two or more people coming up with terms for the contract, and then they agree. Now, their prenup contract was signed a week before they got married, which tells me there was an issue. They couldn't agree on something. And some things were finally worked out a week before they get married. Frankly, to me, for safety purposes, I wouldn't sign a contract, a prenup, later than 6 months before we get married. So we're going to read, shout out to cousin Adrienne, who sent me this link from CNN. She said, read the one from CNN. So I'm going to explain the contract. So yes, him having to pay her $5,000 a year, yes, that's normal for people who sign contracts, for people who sign prenups. It's normal. It's normal for him to give her $16,000 a year on their anniversary. We're talking prenup. So if you don't have prenup money, or you don't know what a prenup is, or you've never had to sign a prenup, you probably shouldn't comment on if the prenup is wrong or right. Beyonce, didn't it come out that for each year she stays married to Jay-Z, he's in their prenup, it says he's going to pay her so many millions of dollars? For every baby she has, he's paying her so many millions of dollars. Prenup. It's a contract. Okay? Doesn't mean they don't love each other. It just means that there's a lot of money, and in the event we don't work out, or death or something, she's going to be taken care of because he has gotten her used to a standard of life that she would like to maintain. That's simply what it means. So that's why I don't have a problem with prenups. And that's why I have a problem with broke church people talking about, if he love you, he won't sign no prenup. Baby, you got to put 3 pay stubs together to pay your rent. Shut your mouth about prenups. You don't have prenup money. You ain't never had prenup money. You don't even have $50,000 sitting in your savings account for emergencies. So what you gonna talk about? We shouldn't be signing no prenup and use broke. You ain't never had no prenup money. No, I didn't sign a prenup. I would have. If my husband had asked me to sign a prenup, I would have signed it. Because it's a contract. And I just have to agree. Whatever you say, I have to agree. So we're going to read and what they agreed. All of this is in their prenup. And yes, it's a debt, and I believe the mama should pay you. Okay? The mama should pay his debts. Even though Tanisha dum-dum, you should have made sure this money was being paid. Okay, but anyways, cousin, be sure to subscribe, thumbs up, share this, hype this video out. Let me know what you think. Be sure to watch my video I just did about the spoilers of Married at First Sight Season 20. I want to know what you think about what I said and what you think is going to happen on Decision Day. A shout out to cousin Adrienne again, said I should read this article on CNN. And it states, CNN, Malcolm-Jamal Warner died tragically 1 year ago. Now his widow is suing his mom. 1 year after drowning off death of Malcolm-Jamal Warner, his widow, Tanisha, has filed a lawsuit against the actor's mother, who oversees his trust, seeking more than $1.2 million in what she says are owed funds. The suit was filed Monday in the Cobb County Superior Court in Decatur, Georgia, against Pamela Warner, who the legal paperwork named as successor trustee of the Warner Trust. The beloved actor died July 20, 2025 in a drowning accident while vacationing in Costa Rica. He was 54. His wife, Warner and his wife married on May 23, 2022, and signed a prenuptial agreement on May 15 that year. According to the suit, they share a daughter who has not been publicly named. The suit states that Warner, who came to fame playing Theodore Huxtable on the popular 1986 on the Cosby Show, had agreed to purchase and maintain a term life insurance policy on his life in the amount of $1 million, naming his wife as the beneficiary, but failed to do so. Okay, this is just normal couples should do. When you get married, y'all need to get life insurance. Okay, so that if the husband go, mama and the kids can be taken care of. If mama goes, the husband and the kids can still be taken care of, probably need nannies and stuff. For me, I'm going to need a home health aide to come in here to take care of Lexi, because I am not here to take care of her. So that is just normal, that every couple should have life insurance. Her mistake was she didn't make sure he get it. He said he was going to get it. He didn't get it. Ma'am, ladies, look out for yourself. Look out for you and your children. This is why I keep telling y'all, stop choosing bum baby daddies to be your baby daddy. You got to look out for yourself. This is a life insurance policy. Everybody should get one. And I know some people say he probably couldn't get it because he had health challenges. He's a multi-millionaire. He can get some life insurance policy. And if you couldn't get the life insurance policy because of the health challenges, he should have put $1 million in a trust as a life insurance policy for his wife and his kid. That's what he should have done. And she didn't make sure he did it. And she should have kept her foot on his neck until he got that life insurance policy, because we's married and we have a baby. And if you're not here, I want us to live a comfortable life. Okay? Tanisha also alleges in the suit that the actor failed to make an agreed upon payment to her of $16,000 per year on their marriage anniversary, which would now amount to $50,500. Did not maintain a Roth individual retirement account for her with the maximum contribution per year, and also did not pay her promised salary of $5,000 per month, acting as chief of staff, amounting to $195,000. Again, this is in their prenuptial agreement. Yes, people who have money, this is what they do. Because that $5,000 a month is to compensate her for not working outside of the home. She's leaving, she got her PhD or whatever, and she's going to be a stay-at-home wife, taking care of the kids, taking care of him. Yes, that's what people with money do. They retire the wife, you stay home. She says, well, I need to be compensated $5,000 a month. Y'all, $5,000 a month is no money. That's $60,000 a year. You 48 years old. Aren't you making at least $5,000 a month? Check your gross, girl, because I'm thinking about my gross. Check your gross. $5,000 a month is no money. So instead of her working outside of the home, she's going to work for him, be home with the kid, and he's going to pay her $5,000 a month. Tanisha, why you didn't the first of every month? Malcolm, where is my money? Where is my money, Malcolm? That money, Tanisha, should have been going in your account every month. Why didn't you keep your foot on his neck for him to direct deposit $5,000 a month in your bank account? Huh? Tanisha? Tanisha, girl, you got married when you was 48, 45. You don't have a Roth IRA. Tanisha, girl, you old. Where is your Roth IRA? Okay. So in the prenuptial agreement, he said he's going to put $5,000. He's going to put the money for the Roth IRA. So it's $5,000, $5,500, $6,000, $6,500. So I think it's $7,000 for those of us who are under 45. Tanisha, why you didn't make sure January 1st every year that money go into your Roth IRA. And the reason why, broke people, is because she's not working outside of the home where she can participate in a retirement like a 401k, 457, 403b, or a pension. So to compensate her, he is the one who is paying into her Roth IRA. Everybody is supposed to have a Roth IRA. Everybody. I have a Roth. My husband has a Roth. I pay my husband's Roth IRA because my husband pays all of our bills in our home. My income goes towards our savings. His Roth, my Roth, little Michael's college fund, special needs for Lexi, savings, emergency. That's what my income goes towards. And so he takes care of everything in the house, mortgage, lights, taxes, car, food, whatever. My husband takes care of that. My income goes towards our investments and our savings. Everybody is supposed to have a Roth. Tanisha, why you didn't let him put your foot on his neck to pay you that Roth? Every January 1st, Malcolm, where's my money? And he should set up that automatically January 1st, every year of the Roth amount, whatever it is for the year, goes into your account. Why you didn't keep your foot on him? On the anniversary, yes, broke people who have money and prenups, they do. These are agreements they make. It's not him paying her to be married to him. It's that these are agreements couples make. That's why it's in the prenuptial agreement. And the idea is if this marriage doesn't work out or something happened to him, she's going to have some money for the time invested in this relationship where she is not working. Some money is being set aside for her. So yes, bro, people, this is normal for people who have money and people who sign prenups. Nothing abnormal about him paying. As a matter of fact, he's getting off cheap. He's getting off cheap. $5,000 a month is no money. That's $60,000 a year. And it should have been $5,000 a month the first year, $5,500 a month for second year, for so on and so forth. So yes, it is normal. Read. In total, the amount due and owed. Oh, and let's not forget the 529. Now, I'm going to cut Malcolm a little bit of slack in that multimillionaires probably don't put away money, 529 money for their kids because they can just pay for college. It's nothing for them to pay, let's say my state university is run, because I don't know how much is $50,000 a year. It's nothing for them to just pay it. $50,000 a year. I'm going to cut him a slack on that because he's probably thinking, well, I'm going to be here. I could just pay for her to go to school. But Tanisha, mama, you should have made sure you got that 520 from the time she was born and the time she got her social security number. Boo-boo. You should have set up that 529 and put every year, whatever, I think there's a gift amount. I think in New Jersey, it's like $17,000 a year or something. I don't know how much it is. So I don't remember, okay? Whatever the required amount that you can put in a 529 a year, you should have made sure that money was going into your little girl's account. The girl is 9, boo-boo. The daddy died when he was 8. She ain't got no money saved for the college fund. That's why those kids at Howard University is crying, with the exception of those who have scholarships and GI bills and all of that stuff. And the other kids crying because Howard kicked them out. And I'm like, just pay your bills. You know it was due, boo-boo. Okay, we all been to college and we all got the you got to pay this much by this month. So now y'all crying that they put you out. You knew you were supposed to be go on down to Essex County. Go down to Essex County College and sign up. Minus the kids that the scholarship and all of that. That was wrong. They shouldn't have put you all out. But for the people who you down there, your mama didn't pay the bill because your mama ain't got the money, girl, bye. So in total, due and owing to plaintiff under the agreement total no less than 1.2 million together with the pre-judgment and post-judgment interest and plaintiff's attorney fees and costs recoverably under the agreement, the suit states. And I think the prenup should be paid out from the trust. The reason being is it's an agreement that we made. He did not fulfill the agreement, which means it is a debt. And if he don't have enough money in his liquid assets, yes, get the money from the trust. That's what I think. I'm not a lawyer. I wanted to go to law school. I might go back to law school, but that's what I think. All the agreement and the financial terms are also reflected in the prenuptial agreement, which is attached to the lawsuit. In a statement to CNN provided by her attorney on Sunday, Tanisha Warner said that for the past year, she attempted to privately settle my beloved husband's complicated estate and honor his last wishes. What are his last wishes, Tanisha? Because he didn't do nothing, Tanisha. He didn't do nothing. He didn't update the trust. He didn't put your name in there. He didn't put his daughter in there to make sure his daughter would be protected. So, Tanisha, if y'all didn't get married, you would have no say about his money. Nothing. Even his daughter wouldn't. The mama, if y'all wasn't married and you didn't have this prenuptial agreement, the grandmama don't have to give even the little girl anything out of the trust because Jamal didn't do the paperwork, girl. You is lucky you got married and you have that prenuptial agreement, which states these are what he agreed to, and he didn't pay it out. So you lucky. That's the only thing that saved you. Again, I'm not a lawyer. His last wish is that her husband had every intention to provide for her and their 9-year-old daughter and were close to finalizing a new estate plan to replace the estate plan created in 1996 when he was 26, 20 years before we met. But he didn't do it, boo-boo. He didn't do it. When you say close to finalize, what does that mean? Do you mean he already started working on it? Right? Let's say you're working on a trust and God forbid something happened and somebody passed. The lawyer have documentation to go to the judge and say, Judge, here is the documents we were working on. We were finalizing it. Even though it wasn't finalized and it wasn't signed, that's a little bit better than, oh, he was going to do it. He didn't do it, boo-boo. He didn't do it. Sadly, he was unable to do so before we lost him. I have been struggling to care for our daughter as a single mom and now as her sole provider. She said in the statement, legally, I had no choice but to take action to protect our rights before any potential statute of limits. So what that mean is the mama wasn't even going to give them any money out of the trust, out of the goodness of her heart. Because $1 million is not a lot of money for Jamal Warner. What I'm reading is the mother, Malcolm's mom, didn't even want to give Tanisha or the daughter enough money to live on. And somebody said she sold the house in California. So you sold the house in California. You couldn't give them the money or put some money in a trust for the little girl. The mama didn't want to even do that. Something is fishy, Tanisha. Something is fishy. Because $1 million is not a lot of money for Malcolm-Jamal Warner. And you probably can't spend the rest of your life living on $1 million. Sadly, legally, I had no choice before potential statement alert. CNN has reached out to Pamela Warner's star, kept his life and tried to private while he was live in September. Tanisha puts a tribute. So he was, the sad thing is he lived a private life, but now everything is in the public. And I just think it is strange to, as a mother of a son, and I have one son, I think it's just strange that the grandmama wouldn't give her $1 million for them to live on. I think it's strange. But again, we don't know all the details. We only know what's public and what I can read. I love you, my darlings. Listen to me, ladies. When you get married, get the life insurance. Everything, get the college fund, everything. Boo-boo, I need everything to make sure me and my kids are going to be okay. Oh, I'm going to do it. No. Do it. Sign right here, Mike. Sign it right here. I love you. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up. The husband profile begins in September. If you want to take the husband profile, the link is below. Please sign up. Email me so we could do our one-on-ones, girl. I love you. Talk to you later.